put your video.
Okay.
You can start talking now.
Hello everyone. So today I will be explaining of how I made this art for Eco. Keep in mind that I really do not own this video, and this can credit to my main channel. Yeah. So here here's how I started it. So about that, how I started this art. Well, after that, like, I saw a video called like about Eco's, like about rating her subscribers fan art, and she rated them good. So how about that? Like, my art was totally not great because for like that, because sometimes it's really hard to do it with a gacha character. Yeah, very hard to do with a gacha character though, and it needs improvement for that. So I am like somehow just do things like this or whatever it was. So if I was not like this, so if you're wondering why that you did that, like, however did that, because sometimes when I try the bucket thingy is always a mess. But I'm not not saying that like that Ibis Paint did a bad job on the bucket, but at least Ibis Paint did a great job on like this app, like, of adding bucket from it. Cause like oh, and about that, like, sorry about the notification. Just don't mind about the wolf feature notification. Just don't mind it. So like if you saw it, just whatever you do, just don't look at it. So yeah, don't don't look at it. No, don't look at that. Just don't look at that notification. Just don't, please. So about that, like somehow I really like added the shading. Like about the shading is really good, and but somehow I can do better than that with that shading. So if I do the shading better, then it would be much more greater. But if I do like the painting job, then oh yeah, if I do the painting job, it's kind of boring. But when I use the bucket is a total disaster, and sometimes it has either some of the outlines. And why I think it's like that, because it's because I like somehow it gets messy, and sometimes when you use the unusual gap there, it goes outside in the gap, and then it'll be a mess here. And next is from the paper thingy. Like I know why I did like why that gray thingy that I draw passed through the gacha paper thingy, and I can't explain it. Well, I know why I did that, because I used it from the easier ways to do that. So it's not because I'm cheating it, but it's a way. So it's a way that I really like to do it. So yeah, if you really like see that, oh yeah, I really never liked that so much, and I know that I feel like, or oh sorry my grammar mistakes. Well, I'm not 9 years old. I'm actually like I'm not actually like this old, because I haven't tried it out yet. So no offense to that. So please don't get angry to my voice, because somehow I just really didn't like how you got me that you want me to get angry. So I never liked that so much. So please don't. Just like if I really want to that. So I'm sorry for the background noise. Sorry for the background noise because I just really don't like how this is how it's well done. But okay, so about that, like somehow okay, so what I did at the shading about from the paper thing was actually good, but it needs improvement for that. So I just don't like how it's like that because somehow it made me feel like this art is gonna turn into a P. Like if it's about to turn into a P, like that happened for my OC that about like the OC that I really make is that like its name is Kagami. Sorry about like it's a miraculous ladybug names because I don't know why I added like that. So when I did that, but then I feel like that the OC was very bad because here's the reason. It's because I always use like my favorite eyes like I don't know what eye is it, but I like I usually use that eye somehow, and on the lips like when it's like when the OC has a smile on their face, it does not look good on it because it has a lip on it, and I didn't like how the lip is like that. And so yeah, I don't like how it's like done, and I really can't explain it. Oh, and there's one more last thing, is that like about my OC, I feel like my OC is kind of bad, and it looks like it was, and I feel like okay. I know like me and my sister laughed about it, but I know and I know that you may not, and I know you're not gonna laugh. But about the OC looks like that it's going to turn into a clown. It's about to turn like a clown, but we're not getting into that. Alright, so let's get get into this video. So about that, I used the airbrush and I used the normal airbrush. I used the normal airbrush because I use it for like some shadings, like if you're wondering wondering how like I really can't explain it, so sorry about like the twist. That was my mom, if you don't mind about it. Don't mind about the twist thingy. So about that, like while I'm using the shading part. Speaking of the shading part, like the shading part was really good, and it feels like it could turn into a real chibi anime. Yeah, because about that, it was actually very good. Don't mind about that la thingy. Just don't mind it. Don't mind about that notification. It's just that like CapCut is not letting me to watch. I mean, it's not letting me to edit that one thing video, and I didn't like it, and I really didn't like that. So again, I'm sorry for the background noise. So just ignore that background noise. As you can see about that background noise. Okay, we're not gonna get into that background noise. So about like the shading part for like the paper thingy from the neck. So about that, it's like you can either like use it from like classic characters, like realistic characters that you can either make. So yeah, because some of the anime is good, while like the realistic art is kind of a bit hard to do, but it can be like for using like for artists that are very good at it. Well, I'm not. Well, it doesn't mean that does not mean I'm jealous of them. It's just that like I really like how they improved their art so well, and it was impossible to draw it, but still they did a great job of their art, and the artists are so talented of making the realistic arts, and I thought. So yeah. So let's get into like the skirt part. As you can see, the skirt part is actually good, but sometimes this part is getting too skinny because like I feel like the shading part is too skinny and it won't even fit in on the skirt, and everybody may think that it may have some crooked dots for this skirt. Well, I'm not saying that Eco's skirt is horrible. It's just that, like, I like how the OC was and not jealous of them. So yeah, and alright, now it's time for the hands. So about the hands is good, but like while I was doing the hands, it was like very fat at this part. So about that, somehow I may make mistakes from this video. So well, comment down below if you thought if I made any mistakes from that video. So let's see what we're getting into. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the cat ears. Now keep in mind that Eco is not a gacha heater. It's just like I like the way that she makes her OCs. So like that's just the way how people make their OCs. Like I don't say that this is gacha heat. It's just like that Eco made this OC and it's hers. It's her OC, and I really like how she did it. So yeah, and about that. So like about that white thingy, I really used some of like the light blue parts, but some of you never noticed how it did. But some of you never noticed how that was, because you thought it's white, but once you realized it wasn't. Cause see the difference?
No kidding.
It's the like light aqua, and there's full white. And about that, like, see about that. If, like, if I want this thing to happen, and I'm sorry about the brown thingy part. Ignore that background noise. So I accidentally used the black part because, I used the brown part because I thought it's black, but then I didn't look at the color where it's showing at it. And about that cat ears, about the bow, like about that bow, the bow is kind of good. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that I used that art and it looks like an angel to you because somehow the Eco is kind and I'm like about that. So we're not gonna get into the 2020. We're not gonna get into the 2020 part. So somehow of my mistakes, sometimes I may struggle some words that I'm saying, like if I'm saying some things over and over again, and now like you may think that it's gonna turn into some things that I didn't want to. So that means I haven't tried this out, so I have not looked at it yet. So about the bow, I took a few tries by using the bow. I accidentally said the word phone because I don't know anything much about it. So don't worry, I'm not a baby. I'm just no longer to be like that anymore. Okay, now let's see. Somehow I just don't know where I don't remember this. So let's see. So like. Wait, okay, now let's see what this video is getting into. Oh yeah, about that. So I'm still. So oh yeah, about that. I'm sorry that I did spoke because I didn't know what I was doing. So the next part is like the shading part to the clothes. Now about that, somehow I just spent about these days about these. So And also, sorry if I just do that because I feel like my throat is sore. So I'll just try not to do that. But I try my best as I can because some people just still keep talking on live streams. So about the shading part is actually good because of the skirt. The skirt does not have any light blue, like when people didn't notice that this is blue or something like that. So yeah, so it's like that. So I'm glad it has nothing about it because I thought it has something to do with it because my iPad does not have the extra quality in it. Well, I'm not saying about my iPad, but yeah, I do. I do have one, but well, it's not like it's smashed, so we're not gonna get into that because we're like goofing around for like some these stuffs like that. And also, somehow like I saw that dot, like I was about to compare it to the gray thingy outline, so I decided to cover it because I don't know what's it doing here. So about that, while it was here, I really can't do things like that anymore. So I just really like don't do things like that. Like about my VTuber model. So about like my VTuber model. So we're not gonna get into VTuber model because we're gonna get into that part or video. Anyway. So I covered some of the white part, so where I left off is the sock, but I accidentally left the white part there. So because I didn't notice it here. Yeah, I didn't notice that here because if it was like if I was there, I just really can't do this. But Dart is really good, like how I did that so well. Wait a minute, why am I talking like that? Oh yeah, sorry about my talking style. It's just like I don't know if I'm in a live stream or not, so just don't hear what I'm talking like that. So now what we're shading off Amico is the wings. Now I know why I added the wings is because that that like she was like it's an angel, so I decided to make an angel about that. So so yeah, and that's how it was. If it's like that, yeah, that's how it was. So I know why like I didn't just do things like that. So, yeah. So about the wing part. Now let me talk about the wing part that I'm using it and explaining it why I did the wings and changing it. So about the wings part, like I did this many times. Like about this part, I tried to do it from the right shape and the shape wasn't right, and then I spent like a lot of tries. Oh, I think this one's not easy, so I did it very bad. So I need it to be thinner, so this way it does not have to be like that. Okay, so about that. So yeah, let's see about this. So and like that. Oh yeah, and I actually left the gap open. I don't know why I did that because I didn't forget. Sorry about that because I'm not blind or something like that. So yeah. So now about this part, I think this part is a little thicker because about that part of the sticker thingy, I just really like because I just really didn't know like how I was doing it, but at least the thicker part was good. So like you'll see what I mean about that. So you know what I'm doing. So I used the black part and covered the gray part while the gray color is touching the black color. Oh my god, why did I leave that here? I don't know, LOL. So let's see. So like so the thicker parts actually worked well, like the thinner parts didn't actually work because some people think that I may miss some shades from over here. But don't worry, but I'm sure you'll see it because somehow you'll never see the video, and so yeah, about that. So yeah, so there is shading in part of the wings, and now it's time for the eyebrow. Now where we left off is gonna be the eyes. Now about this, I'm gonna use the dot. I used a circle ruler, and then I adjusted the circle ruler. Oh, I accidentally deleted it because I thought it's not the right side. I don't know what I was doing because I thought this could actually work. So when I do this, now see how I did. It completely fit. It faded it out because somehow, like when you import a picture, it gets blurry like that. Like if you use the color bucket, that's what happens if you use the color bucket like that. Something. So yeah. And now I use another dot. And then I added this line because that's how it's like. And also I used the white parts because I didn't mean to use the eraser part. You'll know what I mean because it's not an eraser. Yeah. Not an eraser. Or something like that. So so now here comes like the eye parts. Like about the pink thingy. That pink thingy never worked that well because I know why, because it's because sometimes in Gadget Club, well, okay, keep in mind that I am not blaming on Looney, but it's because like when you use an eye color, but then that thing over here starts to come out. I'm sorry, and yeah, it's okay, but I'm not blaming on him. It's okay, I'm not doing that for him. Okay, so about the dots, like I thought the dots would work, and the dots actually worked out because like because this motivated me for like animated eyes, and then like I didn't see that colors over here because I thought they're all covered or something like that. All right, and now it's time for like the eye thingy. So somehow if I use the bucket thingy actually never worked because I think I know why, like the bucket thingy that didn't work because it's because sometimes it can get, because it's gonna splash all of